Hot 103.5's Morning Mess.
I love this place.
Dude, it's really cool in here, right?
Yeah, lots to look at.
Dude, it's like 9 something in the morning. Look at all the beer that's on tap. Around on who? Me. You must not know who my employer is. Around on me, that's my paycheck. I got to pay rent, you know. Jeez. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Look at this. Look at housing offers and everything here.
Hey, why not? Perks.
So, first of all, how you doing this morning, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. You got your Starbucks. You got your water.
Yes, I'm good.
What's the Starbucks drink of choice?
It's actually not a Starbucks tea. It's just hot water from Starbucks, and I put my own tea in there.
What kind of
Throat tea.
What kind?
Throat tea.
Throat tea.
Yeah, I got to keep it all, keep it all,
Makes sense.
copacetic.
Makes sense. All right, so I want to go back in time here for a little bit. Let's go back to May 20th, 2009.
Ooh, American Idol, right?
American Idol finale.
Yeah, that was fun.
You're standing on stage next to Chris Allen, and they announce him as the winner. What is going through your head at that second?
Finally, it's over. There was so much pressure and guessing and what's going to happen. And I had so much respect for Chris throughout the competition. He's a great guy, so talented. And I think it kind of came down to apples or oranges, 50-50. And I was okay with whatever happened.
Did you have a little chip on your shoulder though afterwards? Like, hey,
No.
You gotta feel like you're the winner though. You gotta feel
No, because I didn't enter the competition to get the title of first place or second. I entered the competition to get a record deal.
Okay.
And I got one. So
you did.
That was what I was after.
Yeah, definitely.
I got what I wanted.
Got the record deal. Then For Your Entertainment comes out.
Yeah.
Huge album. Million albums, over 1 million sold worldwide. Platinum album.
Very exciting.
When you were a kid and you've always been into performing, you've always been into the arts, did you ever think you would get to a point in your life where you were a multi-platinum artist?
No, I didn't. I think at some point I dreamed of what it would, is it possible? That would be cool. But I didn't think it would get to, I don't think it was going to get to that. That to me is like ultimate fantasy. I auditioned for the show and kind of thought, yeah, maybe I'll crack the top 12, maybe. Mm-hmm. And I thought to myself, and then I'll probably get voted off 10 because Simon will say I'm too theatrical and he won't get it. And then I'll go and move to New York and book a Broadway show and, up my ante on that side of things. But I didn't think I was going to make it all the way to the end. So, hey.
It was nuts.
Everything's working out great.
Worked out great. You have some great songs. And you were saying how Simon wouldn't understand your theatrics part. And I think that's one thing about you is a lot of stuff you do is misunderstood, like what you did at the AMAs and stuff is you're very open. You like to express stuff. And, And I think what you said best, for instance, you're doing a lot of stuff for instance, a woman has done before. Why is it a controversy when you do it?
It's always going to be controversial when people aren't used to it. Things that are different are perceived as controversial. So,
do you see yourself as someone who's breaking barriers for people?
Yeah. I think the biggest barrier I'm breaking is just by being visible, just being who I am, doing what I'm doing on the level that I'm doing it. It's not my my mission to go out there and prove things constantly. I mean, really, my mission is to just entertain people, but if in doing so I offend a small group of people,
right,
which is what happened,
and it always is a small group of people that think of themselves as somewhat larger than everybody.
And if you're not offending somebody, you're not creating art. I mean, art's always gonna screw with somebody's perception, or else it's not interesting. So yeah.
The great Adam Lambert joining us this morning. Now we got the new album coming out, Trespassing.
Yeah.
First single, Better Than I Know Myself. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah,
what's the inspiration behind that?
That song is I think anybody that's been in a relationship or that's in one now can relate to that moment where you have to reassure your partner. You have to say, look, I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry if I don't always say it, but I need you. We all know what that is in a relationship, Past the honeymoon stage in relationships, relationships are work. Got to put your work in.
Some of us never get past the honeymoon stage, so I wouldn't know anything about that. All right, so I want to talk about some of your musical influences, though, because a lot of these people that have influenced you are some of my favorite artists of all time. David Bowie and Queen.
Yeah.
Under Pressure, probably one of my top 5 favorite songs of all time.
That's a real good song.
Michael. Madonna. Talk about how has their music influenced you?
Well, growing up with certain pop artists, to me, Michael Jackson and Madonna were like the king and queen, growing up, and they had great songs. Their image was really like sussed out. They had amazing videos that were very theatrical, very cinematic. That was the kind of pop music I grew up with. And so now it's coming time to make my own. Those are the people that I look to for inspiration.
All right. So music career is obviously taken off.
Yeah.
Do you have a desire to go back to the theater maybe when the music career is kind of settling down a little bit?
I don't know. I think it depends on what the future holds. I don't know what the future is going to hold. I think if it were the right thing at the right time, I could, I might want to do it. But for right now, I'm definitely really enjoying making my own music. That was part of the reason why I wanted to get into it, is I wanted to write my own songs and I wanted to create my own performances. In the theater world, it is really gratifying to perform for an audience and entertain people, but as a performer on stage, there's not a lot that you're getting to contribute from the creative level. You can make some choices as an actor or as a singer, but a lot of it's directed, and I just don't like being told what to do.
I'm the same way.
So I wanted to tell myself what to do,
And there you go. All right, so you have obviously a lot of fans who came here to see you this morning.
Yay.
Picked a few of the questions they would have asked you.
Sure.
Here we go. Where has been your favorite place to perform?
Favorite place? I don't know. Favorite place? I mean, we had amazing shows in Sydney, an amazing show in Paris. I mean, there's a lot of great cities that I went to. I don't think I could pick a favorite.
Sacramento?
Sacramento, number one. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. What inspires you to write your song lyrics?
Life, things that I go through, things that my friends go through, things that I just notice about society and the world, just real things, real deal.
All right, and one last thing, if you could do us this favor. Can you please give a shout-out to Anna, my daughter who is in school taking a test instead of being here? Warmly, Susie.
Susie,
where are you?
Anna, you're a good student. I'm impressed. Your mom's doing the right thing. Good luck on your test. I hope you get an A.
Now, if you were in Anna's spot, would you have come to the meet and greet or stayed and done the test? Be
Me?
honest.
Oh, I was always skipping tests, but that's why I didn't get into a good college. So, if you want to go to a good school, you got to work hard.
So, trespassing, May 15th, correct?
Yep,
do we have
May
a date
15th is the trespassing drop date. I'm very excited. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, it's a cool album. It's funky. Yeah,
I was noticing. I was going through some of the song tracks. You kind of got a little bit of a dance flavor in some of your music on this too.
Oh yeah, it's much more dance than the last album. Yeah.
Well, the EDM movement's so big right now. Is that kind of the inspiration to get a few dance tracks on there?
The who movement?
The EDM, electronic dance music.
EDM. Yeah, I mean, it is a trend right now, but I've always listened to dance music since I was a kid. So it goes beyond the trend because actually a lot of the production isn't necessarily exactly what you hear on the radio right now. We kind of borrowed from some other places. We borrowed a lot from like 90s house. That's probably the most trendy thing that we did. But there's a lot of like funk on the album, a lot of electro funk. So to me, that was borrowing from something further back. And hopefully we did it in a way that feels contemporary, but yeah.
There it is. His name is Adam Lambert. Get the new album May 15th. Hello.
Yeah.
Trespassing. Adam, we're going to get you some good Fox and Goose breakfast.
Nice.
You got a lot of people who want to meet you, so we're going to do that as well.
All right.
And then I think we have some exclusive tracks you guys are all going to get to listen to before anybody else.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that this morning right here on the new Hot 103.5. Adam, thanks so much for stopping by.
Yeah, my pleasure.